true form, sustainable health, natural body, weight loss workouts. Without losing muscle. When you're trying to lose weight, training becomes especially confusing. Should you do more cardio, lift lighter weights, or train harder than ever? The reality is that workouts play an important role during fat loss, but only if they're used correctly. Done right, training helps you keep muscle, maintain strength, and protect your long-term results. However, before any workout strategy can work, there is one non-negotiable foundation. 1. Calorie control is non-negotiable. Fat loss only happens in a calorie deficit. No training method can override that. As explained in the very first videos on this channel, calorie control is the foundation of all body recomposition. Tracking intake with a calorie app, estimating your true TDEE from weekly activity, and setting intake at roughly 80 to 90% of maintenance is the baseline. Only after this foundation is in place does training choice actually matter. 2. The real goal of training in a calorie deficit. During a calorie deficit, gaining muscle is unlikely for most people. Both fat and muscle are under catabolic pressure. However, resistance training dramatically reduces muscle loss. The goal of training during fat loss is not growth, it is preservation. Maintaining muscle mass protects metabolism, strength, and long-term results. 3. Strength training, the core of muscle preservation. Research consistently shows that resistance training is the most powerful signal to retain muscle during weight loss. 2 to 3 strength training sessions per week is sufficient for most people. Full body training works particularly well because it stimulates each muscle multiple times per week without excessive fatigue. Focus on compound movements. Use loads that challenge you in the 5 to 8 rep range for 2 to 3 sets. The goal is to remind your body that this level of strength is still required and not let it forget how much load it is expected to handle. Primary lifts, squat, deadlift, bench press, accessory lifts to balance the body, lat pull down or pull up. Row, shoulder press or lateral raises. The objective is mechanical tension, not exhaustion. 4. Cardio and HIIT, used strategically. Cardio supports fat loss, but excessive amounts increase recovery stress. As discussed in earlier videos, the first thing to focus on is NEAT. NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Calories burned through daily movement like walking, standing, and general activity outside of formal workouts. Increasing daily steps, avoiding long periods of sitting, and moving more throughout the day raises calorie expenditure with very little recovery cost. For most people, this is the most sustainable way to increase energy output during a fat loss phase. HIIT can be added on top of that, but it is much more demanding. 2 to 3 HIIT sessions per week is enough. Avoid placing HIIT on strength training days or the following day to reduce interference with recovery. As explained in the previous video, start with lower impact HIIT and gradually progress toward higher intensity formats. HIIT should support your lifting, not compromise it. 5. Putting it all together. Fat loss preserves muscle when 3 conditions are met: a consistent calorie deficit, heavy enough resistance training, carefully managed fatigue. When these pieces align, muscle loss is minimized even during weight loss. Once you understand how to train during fat loss, the next step is knowing how training should change when calories increase. In the next video, we'll break down how to train during a bulking phase, so you can build muscle efficiently without unnecessary mistakes. Subscribe so you don't miss it. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe and start building a healthy, sustainable body with us.